The Nike Pegasus was first released in 1983. It was introduced as Nike's first mid-priced running shoe featuring pressurized air technology with a focus on performance and affordability. The shoe was named after Pegasus, the winged horse in Greek mythology, symbolizing quickness and the allure of flying. The Pegasus has since become one of Nike's most popular running shoes, undergoing numerous iterations and improvements over the past 4 decades. Now we are on to the Pegasus 40. Like Phil Knight once said, people do everything in our trainers, including going to the supermarket. The Pegasus encapsulates that, a trainer of the people, if you will. Today we are going to compare versions 33 and 38. Is comparison the thief of joy? Let's find out.
Welcome people, today's a special one for all you runners and sneakerheads out there. Going to compare two iconic Nike Pegasus models, the all-time classic Pegasus 33 and the much later Pegasus 38. But it's not a super shoe, I hear you cry. How boring is that? Is it even possible to run in a non-super shoe? Now come on, we can't all be spending £200 on amazing super shoes every week. The Pegasus has got a place in my heart for a reason, because it's just so reliable. Let's start our journey and compare these two models. The Pegasus line has stood the test of time, evolving with each iteration whilst maintaining its core identity as a reliable running shoe, which is no mean feat. This thing, the number 33, was released in 2016 and was a milestone at the time in its evolution, introducing the airbags, or I should say Zoom Air, and extra stability and a very nice sleek look. The aesthetic differences of these two, as you can see, are quite different. Which one resonates with you? The classic all-time 33 or the bold new design of the 38? Choice is yours. So let's move on to the specs and the stats. For the 33, we've actually got 33 heel stack at the back and 22 at the front, giving it a heel drop of 11 mil. And then at the in the 38, you've also got 33 at the back, but you've got 23 at the front, giving it a drop of 10 mil. So not much difference in there in the evolution of the kind of the stack height and the profile of the shoe. The comfort and fit are where these two shoes really start to differentiate, because the technologies are just so different. The 33 was always well known for its classic glove-like fit, and when you step into it, it felt just so good. With the flywire fit, oh God, I'm not going on about it again, aren't I? I love me some flywire. I just think it looks so cool. Oh, beautiful. It had a good balance of flexibility, ideal for a variety of running styles. But it was slightly narrow for some people, and you had this light toe box issue. Nike addressed this in the 38, widening the toe box, and there's a little bit more volume in there, so it's got more of an accommodating fit. They also upgraded the midsole to this full-length React foam, which is used in a lot of their modern shoes these days. It works quite well. It's no Zoom X, but it still works very nicely and does work better than the 33's older style EVA, which I appreciate on my long Sunday runs. I've never really had an issue with slippage in the heel with either of these shoes, and certainly never had any blisters of any kind. So, you know, if you get it laced up nicely, nice and tight with a runner's knot, all works very nicely. What's the performance window, I hear you ask? Well, performance-wise, both these models work quite well depending on your taste, really. The Pegasus 33 is a bit more nimble and works quite well for interval sessions and even tempo runs. Yes, guys, I've run a fair few tempo runs in this one, Well, not this one in particularly. This is actually my third pair. So it feels quite good at 7-minute 30 per mile pace. Yeah, so it is possible to run faster in a non-super shoe. Who would have thought it? Remember, this was 2016 when this first came out. So there weren't that many options. You should have seen some of the shoes that marathoners used to run in. It seems crazy that by modern standards they used to run in a shoe with not that much stack and quite a small drop between the heel and the toe. Their calves must have been screaming after running so long in so little cushioning. It's just insane how shoe technology has really moved on. But like Ronald Dacey once said, it's time for some real talk. Now, obviously this looks great, and we have the Flywire, the classic Flywire, and it looks great and all that jazz. And but things have really moved on with the from the 33 to the 38 with Nike's innovation and also their commitment to putting new technology into trainers with the new React foam, which actually is far superior to the normal EVA in the 33, and it just adds a little bit more cushioning and is a bit more responsiveness to those old longer runs. The 38 also features a more durable outsole, which has smaller lugs. And I'm not sure whether it's really an improvement. For me, it is very, very good and the traction is great. But I mean, what were they thinking? I thought the outsole on the 33 was pretty damn good with a waffle design. When I'm in charge, I think I'm going to bring it back. I meant to say, if I was in charge, I wouldn't have changed it. But it's quite interesting to see the evolution between these two models, because there's so much time between the two. Quite often, updates on new shoes are quite minimal. The 38 and the 40, which is the latest version, are very, very similar. So this is just like having the latest shoe. Quite often, I feel that manufacturers' updates are a little bit like tennis manufacturers with their new tennis rackets. What they do is they just slap on a piece of a new bit of paint, and off you go, and they say it's a new model. So with manufacturers bringing out a new model every year, then you don't get so much of a change, if a change at all. So it's good to see that in the last 6 years things have really moved on. As much as it pains me to admit it, the choice between the Pegasus 33 and the Pegasus 38 is clear. With the updates with the React foam and the bigger Zoom Air units, the 38 is much superior to the 33 for longer runs and most things. I think I'll keep the 33 for looking fly and fast down at the supermarket. I hope you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane of my review of the Nike Pegasus 33 versus the Nike Pegasus 38. Thanks for watching.